to continue hot discussion on AI in education. And I'm delighted to introduce our today speaker, Professor Joanna Paliszkiewicz, who will deliver a presentation on AI in education, enhancing teaching and learning capabilities. Professor Paliszkiewicz is a full professor appointed at Warsaw University of Life Sciences. She is the director of the Management Institute, and she's also an adjunct professor at the University of Vasa in Finland. She obtained the academic title of full professor also from the International School for Social and Business Studies in Slovenia. She's well recognized in Poland, but also abroad for her expertise in management issues, mainly knowledge management and trust management. She published over 200 papers, manuscripts, and also authored, co-authored, or edited over 20 books. Her scientific and educational interests are very much related to the use of AI, and this is why I hope she will deliver today extremely important presentation, and we'll have a chance to discuss it at the end. Not to forget questions that you may like to raise in between. I suggest that you type them in between in the chat, and we will pick them up at the end of our session today. So for at least the last 10 to 15 minutes, I hope to have a nice discussion with you. I give the floor to Joanna. Please share your screen, and yeah, we are listening to you. Welcome.
Thank you very much. I will share my screen. Dear everyone, it's a pleasure to me to be here with you today. As we stand on the brink of...
I cannot hear you, Joanna. I don't know what about the other participants.
Can you hear me?
I can hear.
Oh, now? Can you hear me now?
Yes, your audio is clear.
Yes, excellent.
Can you say something now?
Yes.
Yes, I can hear everybody. Can you hear me?
We can hear you. Very good.
Thank you very much. Can I start?
Yes, please.
So today I would like to talk about artificial intelligence in education. And the agenda of my presentation is I will shortly present a new AI tool supporting education and tools supporting research projects. Also, I will focus on advantages and disadvantages of using AI in education, and I will finalize with conclusion and future research. So artificial intelligence is changing now our life. But I think it will not replace us as a teacher, but it will help us in better teaching. It will help us in saving the time and be the better mentor for our students. The aim of my presentation is to show AI-driven tools that improve the quality of education by adapting to the individual student needs, facilitating efficient grading and feedback, and enabling interactive learning environments. AI is not just a technological advancement, it's a revolution that is changing the core of educational practices. So it enables us to shift from traditional one-size-fits-all models to more tailored educational experiences. So it gives us the possibility to use personalized learning. AI-driven system can analyze student data to create customized learning plans, ensuring every student progress at their own pace. Also, AI enables us to use intelligent tutoring systems, which enable us to provide instant feedback and support simulating the role of a teacher in one-on-one settings. And also it helps us in administrative efficiency because AI automates administrative tasks, allowing educators to focus more on teaching and less on paperwork. AI is also enhancing the role of teachers, not replacing them. So by automatic routines, teachers can focus more on creative and critical aspects of teaching. So AI tools can enable us automated grading. So AI can make objective grading of assignments and tests, giving teachers more time for lesson planning and student interaction. Also, it can enhance student engagement. AI-powered tools like virtual reality and gamified learning experience make education more engaging and effective. And professional development, AI also supports teachers in their professional growth by providing insights into student performance and suggesting targeted interventions. Also for students, AI provides a more interactive and adaptive learning environment, catering to different learning styles and needs. For example, we have adaptive learning platforms. I will present some of them soon. Virtual classroom, where students can engage with peers and teachers worldwide. And also it enables lifelong learning because it gives access to resources and courses 24 hours a day and in every country. Today I would focus on some of the tools which are very popular now, but I would like to underline that these tools are developing very fast, and every day I think new tools appear on the market and will appear. So we have to learn very fast, and we have to be open for new solutions to choose this one which are the best for us. The most famous now is ChatGPT. We have last week there was a new version of ChatGPT which can support learning and homework, assist in learning foreign languages, help with exam preparation. You can just put your presentation from the lectures or materials from the lectures and, for example, ask ChatGPT to create the questions for exam. You can ask ChatGPT to create 20 different tests or more different tests that the exam was more personalized for every student. You can ask the chat to create open question or to create a question when you can choose one answer. But it's very important to give the chat the proper prompt. Now there are a lot of trainings about it, how to create the prompts. A lot of materials appear how to do it. But I have one advice here. When you are doing it, at the end, please ask the chat, can I give you additional information that it will help you to make this task more effective? And the chat usually asking the question, what level of the students we have, what directions, faculty, and so on. And thanks to it, the exam can be prepared in a better way. Sometimes at the first time it didn't work as we wanted, so we should try to ask this question in another way. Also, you can ask ChatGPT to improve your presentation for students. You can ask ChatGPT to add to your presentation, to propose exercises will activate the students. It's very interesting. I tested and it works. The chat is proposing every few slides exercise which enable to engage the student to the lectures. Also, ChatGPT is very good in preparing the lecture, the framework of the lecture, but in the same situation, you have to give a lot of information that it was created according to your requirements. For example, when you have references of the books at the end of your presentation, You can ask ChatGPT to give you links to covers of the book, and then it's easy to upload the covers to the presentation, and it will make it more colorful. ChatGPT is also checking English language. So for people who English is not first language, is also very helpful. So ChatGPT provides supports for teachers and offers 24 hours access to knowledge. Of course, it has some limitations. Sometimes the references which propose the chat do not exist. So it's better always to check if the references exist. Another tool is GPT-0. It's a tool for detecting AI-generated text, allowing users to evaluate whether the content was created by humans or machines. But I would like to underline that we cannot use this tool to penalize our students because these tools are not perfect yet, and there can be a case that text written by AI may be classified as a human written and vice versa. Wolfram Alpha is also a very interesting tool, which is helpful in science and in technical fields. It helps us in solving complex mathematical problems. It helps us in creating visualization and graphs, and it gave us access to a broad range of general knowledge. Also, it's very helpful in statistical analysis and scientific calculations. Also, it helps in making interactive experiments. Newton. Newton is a platform that provides personalized learning paths through adaptive learning algorithms that adjust materials and tasks to the needs of individual students. Newton enables us to make personalized learning paths adjusted to requirements of every student. Also, it helps us in development of educational materials. It helps us in analyzing learning outcomes, and it helps us in optimization of time and resources. Cogni. Cogni is also the tool, it's educational virtual assistant that provides us personalized tutorials and feedback on students' responses. Cogni uses natural language processing technology to understand and assess student open-ended answers. So it's also very helpful in preparing educational materials. Quizlet is very often used by the student to prepare for exams because it helps them to create study flashcards, educational games, and it's very popular in personalized learning. Students can learn in their own time and in the way which they like. Alex is assessment and learning in knowledge spaces. It's an educational system that uses AI to map a student's knowledge and provide individually tailored educational tasks. So it's very helpful in creating interactive tasks. It's helpful in progress monitoring. And of course, it enables us to make individual learning path for every student. Piazza. It's a platform that helps to organize discussion. It enables to make real-time questions and answers. It enhances collaboration and anonymity, progress tracking, and of course, it gives statistics and data. We can monitor the discussion, and it is a place when we can put educational resources. Synthesia is the application that allows the creation of studio quality videos with AI avatars and narrators in over 130 languages. This tool is very interesting because we can record our lecture, and later the lecture can be seen by the student in their own languages. So it enables us to access the student from different countries, and also it help them in learning because they can learn in their own language, they can understand better the content. Socratic. It's an AI tool that supports learning and homework across various subjects, for example, mathematics, natural sciences, literature, and social sciences. It offers visual explanation on key concepts and uses Google AI text and speech recognition. So it's also very popular in group learning, homework assistant, and test preparation. Paraphraser, it can be very helpful for teachers because it can save time. We can use it, for example, to change our case study that every year wasn't the same. We can paraphrase also educational materials or assessments. Math GPT Pro, it's a typically tool related with mathematical problems. So it allows users to upload images and receive immediate detailed solutions. So it can solve word problems, write explanation, and provide quick answers. IBM Watson. Also, it's very good, interesting tool, which can be used in the classroom. It can be used to answer questions in real time. It can assist also students in research projects, encouraging class to interact with virtual assistant to refine research goals, to streamline searches, and receive real-time feedback. Brainly allows students to ask academic questions and receives answers from a community of students and experts in the field. And the chatbot can provide real-time assistance and support with homework, explanations, and also in problem solving. Copilot, also a very popular tool, but it can help in quickly generating ideas for new tasks, for lectures, for educational support materials, and for over-teaching resources. And here is the link to different educational tools. Here is the link to more than 30 different tools. So everybody of you can choose something for you, which can be helpful in your teaching. Summarize what an AI can help us, for example, in writing, creating, and editing text content. Automatic abstracts. We can put scientific articles or books, reports to ChatGPT and ask ChatGPT to create the abstract. Also, when we are writing our article, we can, for example, the journal needs abstract, very specific abstract divided for different parts. Also, we can ask ChatGPT to create this kind of abstract. The chat is very good in it. Lessons outline. As I told before, ChatGPT can help us in creating the lecture, the idea for lecture, can propose also the case studies, can propose different tasks, and even can propose the what can be on the slides. But it's not perfect. Of course, we have to add this content, expand this content, and check. And personalization of educational materials. So it's similar. We can tailor materials to individual needs of the students. Thanks to it, we can make it more interesting. We can work on engagement of the students. Exam questions and over exercises, I was talking about it, so it's very easy to make the new exams, to generate many new questions based on lecture materials. Or we can ask also, we can use Quizlet to make the quizzes. So it's it's the tool which support the teaching and save our time. Also, there are the tools which enable us to converting speech to text and text to speech. And also we have the tools which make automatic translation of content into different language. Image generation is another good point of using AI. So we can prepare different advanced multimedia presentation, visualization of concepts and infographics. For example, in ChatGPT, we have the program DALL-E, which can help us in this image generation. It's not perfect yet, but I think it will develop in the future. Video generation, also it's very important to make some videos for our teaching materials, use avatars, use different languages. These tools can enable us to make automatic grading of short answers. Also, it can help to assess the essays, can identify grammatical and statistical errors, can evaluate the structure and logic of the argumentation. Also, ChatGPT can help us in defining evaluation criteria. It can help in developing clear and measurable criteria to increase the objectivity and transparency of the assessment process. ChatGPT is also very good in answering the emails. We can just copy the email which we get and write the task, please write the answer, I agree for this or I don't agree for this, and Chat is creating very good emails in very good style. Also, this tool can enable us to generating frequently asked questions and answers to make it easier for students to obtain the necessary information. These tools can support creative thinking. It can help us to generate ideas for new topics, for new hypotheses. Also, its study is very helpful in showing us future directions of the study, proposing what else we can add to specific points. And also, it can help to develop critical thinking skills. And for example, we can automatically generate questions that require students to analyze, synthesize, and evaluate information. It can help us to simulate different perspectives and viewpoints on a given topic. We can encourage students to make deeper analysis and discussion. It also we can create various scenarios and case studies that require students to apply critical thinking, deeper analysis and discussion, and analyzing arguments by identifying their strengths and weaknesses. I would like to focus on this point because at the beginning, when ChatGPT appeared on our market, we were afraid that students will only check everything in the chat, all the answers. But everything depends on us. Everything depends on us, how we will create the new task for students. The task in which we can allow them to use ChatGPT to get the answer, but the way that we will try to explain them how to develop critical thinking skills. So it's the most important. We cannot forbidden students to use ChatGPT because, of course, the students will do it, but we have to change our attitude to teaching and to use ChatGPT to deeper the knowledge, to encourage deeper analysis and deeper discussion. I'm going to the next point. Also, AI is transforming the way we will make research. We write a thesis on different levels. Because these different tools can enable us to make data analysis. AI can help us to make analysis of vast amount of data quickly. It helps us to make predictive analytics. And also, it helps us to make interdisciplinary collaboration. And in these tools, I would like to underline a few of them. ChatGPT again, Humata, Consensus, Cite AI, Grammarly, Deep Learning, Writeful, Idea Flip, and Script. ChatGPT in literature review. Here I would be very I would like to tell that literature review, you have to be very careful with ChatGPT because, as I told before, the references sometimes do not exist. And the way that ChatGPT is analyzing the definition, it's not always correct. So it's better to use another tools like Consensus or Cite AI to make literature review. But ChatGPT is very good for inspiration, for finding idea for articles, for hypothesis generation, for inspiration, for creative thinking. And I would like to underline that these tools will not replace researchers because it will only support us to make some work faster and maybe better. But always we have to think and check if it's not hallucination of ChatGPT, if it's true. We always have to think. Humata. Humata is the tools which uses artificial intelligence to analyze documents, allowing users to quick obtain answers, summaries, and insights from their documents and files. And Consensus, I was talking about this tool. It's a very good tool which enables quick finding of answers to scientific questions. It helps us in making literature reviews. It helps us in searching for scientific evidence to support arguments. Consensus differs from ChatGPT in that it focuses on searching and summarizing peer-reviewed scientific research rather than generating conversational content. In ChatGPT, we have additional program like Scholar AI, which is better in making literature review. But I think Consensus it's the better tool to do it. Cite AI also is a similar tool which supports the research process by generating answers based on reliable studies. So it allows users to ask questions in plain language and receive responses. So it's very good for literature review. Grammarly is a tool that helps us in improving English. It's proposing how to improve spelling and Grammarly. And also we can check the similarities with other articles or with internet page. Deep learning is also translator, which help us, very good translator, which help us in translating article or thesis or abstract to another language. Writeful also is the tool which help us to be better in writing, to get better writing quality, and to improve our English. IdeaFlip, it's another tool. It's a platform for mind mapping and brainstorming that helps in organizing ideas and planning the structure of an article. Scribr, it's a tool that supports editing and proofreading of scientific papers, and these tools also have the possibility to check the plagiarism. Here you can see tools for managing references. There is a lot of this kind of tools. I think now the most popular are Mendeley, which you can install at your computer. It's a Savior product, it's free. And it's very helpful in changing the references to different styles. And the next point is advantages of using AI in education. I hope now you can see how many possibilities we have to save our time and to be better educator using AI. Summarize its personalization of learning. So we can tailor educational materials to the individual needs of learners. Automation. We can use automated process, for example, for grading and data management. AI can provide students also with resources 24 hours. And thanks to using the chatbots, they can get answers very fast. Also, AI can support in writing and research. It can help us with improving English, text editing, making the references in proper style, creating hypotheses, making literature review, creating research models, also statistical analysis. So maybe in the future we will have AI tool which can make all the scientific project from beginning, putting hypotheses through creating a model, making research and giving the conclusion. Advanced data analysis. AI can analyze large data set much faster than humans. So when we learn how to do it, we can easily make different mathematical calculation. And also it gives us possibility of interactivity. So it can enhance students for engagement, to interaction, to working in the groups, for example, when the lectures are online. And disadvantages of using AI in education. These tools are developing, so we still don't know all the possibilities, what can they do. But also, I think a lot of people are afraid of using AI, but I think we should learn, but we should also have the view what are disadvantages. So according to me, lack of human element, it's the main disadvantage, because the AI is not able to emulate human empathy, intuition, and adaptability, which are crucial in teaching process. The next point, quality and bias. So sometimes AI can generate errors and be biased by the data on which the AI was trained off. Security and privacy. The risk of use AI to process student data may be compromised by privacy and security. Also, there is a problem that, for example, if we put our article, which is not published, to ChatGPT, it will be automatically put the database, and other people can, and the system will learn on it. A few weeks ago appeared a new option in ChatGPT that you can enter temporary chat, and according to description, thanks to use this feature, the chat is not using this data for machine learning. But every time when you open ChatGPT, you have to remember to put on this feature, because it's deactivated when you quit. Next, dependence on technology. So a new young people can have the problem that they will be dependent on the technology, dependent on ChatGPT. They will not be independent in learning. There are also huge costs of implementing AI. So it can have significant investment in infrastructure and training. And ethics and responsibility, it's also a huge problem. There are questions about the ethics. For example, if the doctor will use AI tool to make a decision what is our illness, who will be responsible for this decision? The system or the doctor? So here are some ethical considerations. For example, bias in AI. How do we ensure that AI systems are free from bias and represent diverse perspectives? Because the answers which we get depends on the data which the system got to learn. So some people can manipulate this, or don't have all knowledge to give all answers to ChatGPT, for example. Data privacy is a big problem. How to protect privacy of students, of researchers, when this ChatGPT is taking all our text to learn. And AI's role Should AI be a tool for a decision maker in the educational and research context? What are the limits? So there will be more and more this kind of questions. Going to conclusion, you can see that using AI in education requires a balanced approach. So we have to leverage the potential of this technology while consciously managing their limitations. You can see that AI has enormous power to change our education, but we have to remember that it has also bias. But it will, of course, influence on our future, so we have to learn it. And I think these tools will be more and more accessible to all. And future outlook. The future of AI in education and research, I think, is very bright. However, we must approach the future with caution, ensuring that AI enhances rather than hinders human potential. So here is the question: continuous innovation. How ongoing AI innovation will further personalize learning and expand research capabilities? Also, collaboration is important. How we can expand the collaboration between educators, researchers, and technologists to guide AI's development. So the discussion is needed between the people who are creating the system and between the people who are using it. What are the needs? And the next question, very important, how institutions can prepare for the inevitable changes which AI bring to the educational landscape, because we have to change our way of educating people. I also put this presentation to ChatGPT and I asked Chat, what would you like to add to this presentation? What could be important to add to it? And ChatGPT proposed to add at the end the future directions. So here you can see the proposition of ChatGPT, how this tool see the future, how the AI will develop in the future. So 24-25, what to expect? AI will become more efficient at grading not just objective tests, but also subjective essays and projects. 26-27, what to expect? AI-driven system will analyze more complex student data to deliver highly individualized learning plans that adapt in real time based on performance and engagement levels. 28-29, AI tutors will become more intuitive, offering 24/7 days support for students and even understanding emotional cues through natural language processing to offer guidance based on student stress or confusion. So it's very important. 30-31, what to expect? AI will be able to generate entire course syllabi based on student needs, career goals, and learning preferences, and this could lead to customized degree programs where students receive unique course pathways. And two more, 32-33 proposition, AI will be integrated into immersive virtual reality environments where students can learn complex subjects like biology, history, and engineering by virtual interacting. And the last, 2034, AI will function alongside human educators, managing administrative tasks, grading, and routine instruction, while teachers focus on creativity, critical thinking, and emotional development of the students. So, according to ChatGPT, in 234, AI will be co-teacher with us in the classrooms. Thank you very much for attending the seminar. I would like to also underline that I'm very open for collaboration. I'm editor of book series in Taylor and Francis about trust. And I tried every year to prepare the new book, inviting authors from different countries. In the last book, we have representatives of 14 countries, for example. And the last book which appeared was Trust and Artificial Intelligence. And in the next year, two books will appear about trust and generative AI. I'm very open for cooperation. Welcome everybody to contact. Here is the QR code created by ChatGPT to my internet page. Thank you very much.
Very much, Joanna, for this comprehensive talk, for bringing us to the world of AI tools. I see some first questions in the chat, so let me forward it to you. So there is a question from Julian. Do you think lecturers will be one of the professionals no longer needed as AI further develops? You partially answered this question at the end, but please elaborate on that.
I think, as I would like to underline, that AI will only support us. AI will not replace the teachers. Never, I think. But it's my point of view.
Right, thank you. That brings some hope, and I was very glad to see that AI is also seeing some place for us teachers in the future, and not only for the artificial tools. In between, we had also a question. I don't know if you could answer it straight away or maybe deliver the answer later. Do you know which of the tools you presented are available for free and which require some subscription or some other form of payment?
I mentioned many tools, so it's difficult now to answer, but ChatGPT, of course, costs $25 per month if you would like to extended version, and this version is much better than version which is free of charge. And other tool, Grammarly, is also by subscription. Mendeley is for free, so it depends, but I mentioned many tools, so it's difficult to answer for each tool now.
Right. Thank you very much. I guess this is also a question that we should maybe address to all of our institutional leaders, if they could provide it for the institutions. There are many people expressing a big thanks to you, Joanna, but there's also a question if you think that using AI is going to make us lose skills.
I don't think so. I think we should look at this tool as a tool which will inspire us in different ways. Of course, some processes will be automated, like literature review, like making different analysis, description of this analysis. So it will be very, very helpful. But we always have to think and check this information, because nowadays, the tools are not perfect, and this literature review is really not perfect. So always the researcher thinking is needed. Maybe if these processes will be automated in the future, we need to focus on creativity more and to finding new innovation. For sure, our job will change.
Right. You mentioned several times how important critical thinking is. So at least this skill, I believe we will need to improve to be able to use fully all of the tools you introduce. There is also a question. Often there is a trial version, so you can buy subscription only when the tools meet your expectation. I think it's more a comment, right, than a question. But if there are maybe people in the audience with some experience with those trial versions, then you are also very welcome to share your experience and to advise or disadvise some of the solutions. At the moment, I don't see any other question, but I was also wondering during your presentation, it must have taken a lot of time for you to learn all of those tools, or at least to review what is available. So on one hand, you emphasize we will save time while using AI tools, but how to keep updated and how to be able actually to use it? Do you think it's on the institution that should give us a chance, or it's really personal thing to keep on all of those novelties?
I think both. I think the universities should give the knowledge to students and to teachers, prepare the trainings and support teachers in developing, because a lot of people don't have time to look at these tools. I like these tools, it's my interest. So I'm looking for these new tools and checking it because it's kind of hobby. But a lot of people will be use it as a tool. So I think the university role is very huge in this, to create policy, how to use artificial intelligence tools at the university, and also to prepare to teach researchers and students how to do it, because other people will learn it very fast and will be better than us. So in the competition later on the market, research market publication, we will not manage to be as so good. So we have to follow these new tools to be good researcher.
All right. Are there any further questions? There are some more comments, mainly expressing appreciation and enjoyment for this webinar. So I'm happy we met your expectation. Julian is also reminding that the upcoming event, which is going to take place in Zagreb, is also related to the topic, and you are very much welcome to visit the webpage of ICA Association to check the newest information and updates about the conference, and also to register for both the conference and the workshop that will happen a day before in a lunch-to-lunch formula, and will focus on that broad topic of AI. Right. In between, I also see one more question supported by some other people. So there is increasing concern on the ever-growing energy demand on data centers because of using AI. So the question is AI sustainable? And especially among the representatives of life science universities, I think this is very relevant to address this question. What do you think, Joanna?
This question is very important, and it's appeared on many conferences because it will consume energy. We have to save more data. Every day, new pages, new systems appear in internet. So more energy is needed to save this big data amount, and it's increasing. It's not environmentally friendly.
Right.
But
so
maybe we will find a new source of energy and the problem will be solved in the future. But now it's a huge problem.
Yeah. Another comment, a very important problem of bias, how to protect the scientific world from articles created with artificial intelligence where certain content will be promoted. Yes, indeed, there are many examples. I guess we all know it. And we can be very easily manipulated in such situations. So do you have any idea or any opinion how to approach this challenge?
We have to be very careful with ChatGPT, for example, which is, for example, bringing the references which doesn't exist. But I see that the tools are improving every day. But it's difficult to answer this question now. I think there is a lot of problem with the content which is created by ChatGPT and used in articles, because we don't have tools which for sure can show that it's a ChatGPT, not human written text. So I think it will be solved in the near future, this problem. But now when we are using ChatGPT, we should give reference that it was used by ChatGPT.
Or any other tool, right?
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Any other comment or question? I don't see it. I remember in the last webinar, we had a former student who presented student point of view. Today, we focused rather on educators, But do you, Joanna, in your experience, do you find time to teach students how to use AI tools, or do they only experience how you do it?
I have the seminar for master student, and usually I have the lectures about it. Apart from it, I promote these AI tools also and lectures at different university in Finland, in Slovenia. Also, I will start teaching Vietnam, so also here will be prepared the workshop about using AI for research. So I think we should teach the student this tool. It's very important to give them this skill for the future. It's very important. But first, university have to teach teachers, and teachers have to teach students.
All right. So I guess that was also a kind of invitation to contact Joanna. And if you need support for you students or to elaborate more on the topic, I guess she's going to be ready to help you. There are some questions regarding the availability of the recording and presentation. It will be available on the webpage of ICA-Edu. There was also a question about the registration link to the workshop we are going to organize in Zagreb. So I will we will send it out again to all the participants just to make sure that you know how to register it in case of interest. All right. So if there are no other questions and comments, then I would like to thank you, Joanna, again for this impressive, very broad and comprehensive presentation. I guess we all will make good use of that, and I hope to meet you in the next webinar or workshop to continue the topic. Thank you very much, and see you next time.
Thank you very much.